It is a beautiful day for some DSA, and welcome back to the Cozy Club, my friends. My name is Cozy Gamer, and we've got ourselves the anniversary March update. It has been almost a year since DSA has come out, and we've got ourselves a pretty hefty update, and a lot has come to the game today. And so we're going to break down what has come out. Now, we've got 3 new characters. We're going to briefly look into those characters, but we're going to have a full video coming out as our next video to really dive into these characters and how they do. But before we get to that, let's quickly say what's up to the live audience right on over here. Live studio audience, say what's up to the YouTube fam. We're going to be checking out Chip, Dale, and Gadget, the newest characters to DSA, as well as Monterey Jack got a refresh, so we'll take a look at his character refresh and the other things that have come to the game. Now, quickly, let's go ahead and cover what has come in this new patch, and there's a lot of kind of things that are speaking to the future, it looks like. A little bit of Easter eggs, if you will. So let's go ahead and check that out and see what that's all about. Now, first of all, what I want to point out is we've got a brand new tag. We're going to go full screen here. We've got a brand new tag. Let's open this up. We've got a new adventure tag. And as we pointed out, this is not kind of a sub tag. This is the main full tag on the Princess or Wilds. This is going to be a new set of adventure. And you guys can see here, we've got Moana, Barley, Bo Peep, Jack Sparrow, Monterey Jack, and Chip, Dale, and Gadget. So not a lot of characters are in this role, but very interesting that Adventurer is a new tag, a new faction, if you will, and I'm curious to see what comes of this, what kind of leadership might come out of this, and what faction, because if you look at the characters in here right now, I don't know what kind of teams you're going to form out of this, but I love seeing new factions pop up, because one thing I think DSA needs more of is leaderships in general. So we're going to go ahead and break that down probably more in a future video, but you've got yourself the adventurer tag there. We're going to have to see what that means. And on top of that, let's go ahead and take a brief look at our new characters here. Monterey Jack, he got a nice refresh. Quickly, just looking at what his refresh is, they touched up his basic, his special A, special B, and passive. And he's kind of a little Baymax light, if you will. He's got an auto taunt to start the battle. We only now have 2 of those, with Baymax being one and he being the other. Now, there's not a lot of these in the game, and so glad to see somewhat of a free-to-play option, but you're going to need both Chip and Dale to have that activate for him at the start of the battle. And that's going to go ahead and go with his passive. Is his refresh insane? It's not crazy. It's not crazy. They added a little something here. He can heal his Rescue Ranger allies. There's a lot of synergy with the Rescue Rangers, but outside of that, I don't see him being a new plug-and-play character by any means. I do see some nice viability in the raid, but we'll have to see, how that turns out, and we can have that in our guide that's going to come out tomorrow. Looking at Chip and Dale, starting out with Dale. Dale looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Quickly looking at them, you got the 3 chipmunks. Dale is going to be your harmful effect chipmunk. You have Chip. He's going to be your helpful effect chipmunk. And lastly, Gadget. Gadget, we joked about it here on the stream. Gadget is going to require an entire PhD in kit reading to get through all of our kit, guys. It's easily one of the largest kits within the game, and I'm going to try to really break it down on a graphic so we can help understand the synergy of the Rescue Rangers for tomorrow or whenever we get that video out. So, Dale here, we're going to go hop into him way more on the next video, but just looking at it briefly, he is going to be taking harmful effects from his teammates, putting it on himself, and then able to amplify himself and his abilities based on the effects that he has. Now, next up, you can go ahead, check out Chip here. Chip is the helpful effect chipmunk, and Chip is going to be having some interesting synergy with him. His passive is where a lot of great things kind of come out. If you look at his passive here, first of all, he's going to be gaining haste with the other. If he has Gadget, he's gaining haste at the start of the turn, which, as you guys know, is going to zoom them right to have the first turns in the battle. People that start out with haste is going to amplify their speed that much, 50% added on. And so these guys, they don't have the fastest stats in the game. However, with Gadget, it's going to really amplify their skills altogether and their speed for that matter. Now, Monterey Jack, he's going to be able to get Chip and him both defense up, and that's going to work really well with Monterey Jack's taunt that he's going to have. So, again, we'll dive into these characters a little bit later, but he has a nice way to be able to give buffs to the rest of the Rescue Rangers, and we'll go ahead and get to them here in a bit. Now, lastly, you have Gadget. And Gadget, again, we're not going to dive into it, but just look at this, guys. We're scrolling. We're scrolling. We're still scrolling. I mean, this is going to be a huge kit to break down, but she has a lot of potential, and, a lot of it is Rescue Ranger focused because she's going to be amplifying what Chip and Dale do. But at the same point, she looks to be plug and playable. So Gadget definitely looks like a pretty solid character. Don't know where they're going to all rank together, but I think they're going to be somewhat useful within Club Conquest for sure. And we'll have to see about the other game modes. So we've got the Rescue Rangers all together. We'll dive into them in a more in-depth guide video. We've got the new Adventurers tag. And for the anniversary, you guys got to check this out. For the anniversary, we've got a new skin, which is pretty controversial. Either people love it or they hate it. There's no middle ground. I like it. I think it's pretty cool. It's a free skin, so you can't get mad at it. It doesn't feel very Hades, but I like it because it's got this Sorcerer look to it. And I'm hoping this comes with maybe changed up animations. If not, it's a cool skin. And it's got some really nice, really cool kind of effects going on with it. And it looks like that we're going to be getting this from the anniversary event, which will be next Wednesday, I believe, is the anniversary of DSA. So that's a nice little touch and really cool that they're giving us anything for the anniversary. A lot of these games, they give out something with each anniversary, so we'll have to see if we actually get a physical, mail or item pack of something that they want to give out on the anniversary. But at the very least, we know we're getting a Hades skin, and so that's, pretty cool that it's a character that we'll be using. Now, lastly, let's go ahead and look at the last things that I want to talk about on today's video. But first of all, there's Hades and all of his skin gloriness right here. We've got a new PvP arena with some new packs on here. And looking at it, the Main Street USA is back up. We've talked about the club dungeons, the dingy dungeon backgrounds. And I'm really liking this coming back, that we get a cool area to fight in. And this is easily the best background that they have. Now, last thing we're going to talk about here is under the events, we've got a new leaderboard contest. We've got the Chippendale event, and then we've got the new Rescue Ranger leaderboard contest. Now, want to break this down very quickly. Want to break this down very slowly. Now, a lot of people, this is a whale event is what they're saying, but here's the deal. It's kind of like all the other character events, but we're getting contests on top of it. So let's go ahead and break this down for a quick second and analyze what we're looking at. The fact that we had a contest a week ago that was the Sorcerer tournament contest. Now we've got Rescue Ranger leaderboard contest. This is only a week later. Now, the thing that I like what I'm seeing here is the rewards are pretty dang good. Yes, this one particularly is going to be for whales. However, the Sorcerer tournament one was for anyone under the sun. What has me excited is what other contests, right? What other contests are they going to do? Because it looks like they can do just about anything. We're going to have new characters come in this via contest here. But excited to see what other stuff we can see, whether it's live PvP or raids or whatever contest we might see from that. And then if you can look here, you're going to get your rewards that they're giving out is if you're in your contest group, which is a local group like we talked about, you have club and global, you'll be getting beta ruins, some nice, a nice border. We got some new frames coming out, gear, more runes, and then it goes all the way down to 51 plus, where if you just even log in, I don't even think you have to log in, you're going to be getting gear 8 gear, some betas, and a little bit of gammas just for just existing within the game. Now for the club, you're going to be getting frames, which here's the deal. A lot of people are, there's the top 100 clubs, everyone's going to be getting a frame, and then everyone outside of that will still be getting a little bit of gear 8 gear. Gotta love that. And some gear 7 to gear 8 gear as well. And then global, obviously those that are going to be spending the most on Chippendale will be getting Gadget fully unlocked. But if you don't get her here, you can go ahead and unlock her in the main event. All right, so the last thing we're going to talk about is the milestones. Now, last milestones had, they had a little bit of betas, but they had more of character shards. I do like that we're getting a ton of different beta or just more ways to get ability runes is definitely a win in my book. So overall, you know, it's definitely a well event. I hope that this is not the trend for all the leaderboards. I definitely want to see variances and different gameplays, giving everybody a shot. We're going to have to understand if this is a weekly thing, and so far it's been somewhat weekly. There's going to be ones that favor whales and some that favor free to play. But I'm, obviously always in for everybody having a fair shot at rewards. So, my friends, that is going to be the new anniversary March update. We've got Rescue Rangers, a new tag, and also we've got the new leaderboard system coming in. Pretty excited about it all together and excited about what this means for the future of DSA, and we'll have to see what kind of gift that we get for the anniversary. My friends, if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, like the video if you haven't, and my friends, until next time, stay cozy.